Alright guys, welcome back to the Stanley Parable. Today we have a couple last things we have to do before we can say we have honestly completed this game. There are a couple endings that I missed, so we are hopefully going to finish all of them off today, and one of them involves going back here. Aha, the phone room.
You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
You know, we already picked up the phone, but apparently...
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yes, I did.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
Right.
Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
I remember a
Not
different
picking
ending.
up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
I have no
None
idea.
of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see...
What?
No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
What?
How had I not noticed it sooner?
What?
You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Wait.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices.
What?
To think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or
What?
did you not grasp the severity of the situation?
I have
Well,
no
I don't
idea.
have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Oh.
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Okay.
Choice.
Oh.
It's the best part of being a real person.
Yes.
But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous.
Uh-oh.
For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice.
Uh-huh.
He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations.
Right.
Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house.
Wow.
Which choice would you make?
The
Remember
first
that
one?
unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to
Okay.
a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
My goodness, is it already 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
Uh-huh.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8?
Yes? No?
And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside.
Okay.
At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Sure.
Ah,
Oh my God.
welcome back.
What the
You
hell?
have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
Yes.
Not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago. And
Okay.
see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Oh, alright. Looks like we're going backwards. That's fine, that's fine. What are we doing over here? Nothing. Okay, back on the lift then?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Ah,
Imagine
okay.
the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
Oh,
That
yes.
story would make no sense at
That's
all.
true.
We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Alright. So we're not allowed to jump off the platform. That's fine. I didn't want to anyway. We've already done that. Now let's see. Are we going all the way back? I think we are. I wonder if they're going to make me start over as soon as I get back here. Which would be fine, because there are a couple more things we have to do. Okay, back
Almost
through
there.
here.
You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Okay. He sure seems excited to let me go. I thought we had more than that. Okay, here we go. This is the room, right?
Remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Okay.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
Yes.
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We're going back. There's one more thing we have to do over here.
No! Why did you
Wait,
do that?
what?
Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
What happened to this filing cabinet? And why is... What? Oh, the door. There's 2 doors. And there's question marks on that one. Oh, look at that. That's weird. I want one of those. I gotta figure out how to make a filing cabinet like that. It kind of looks like an old phone booth. Okay, and there's a whiteboard on the floor. That's weird. Oh, and look at those. Those are trippy. Huh, okay. Oh, and the numbers are gone. I wonder what happens if we do it again. Can we do it again, or will it just give us the same thing? It's the same thing. Okay, well, it looks like we have to go this way then. That's fine. Why isn't he speaking to me? Did I do something wrong? Oh.
Ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work.
Oh,
Why?
I'm sorry.
For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
Again?
I have to.
Whoa. Hello? Mr. Narrator? What the hell is going on?
Oh, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm still here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever.
Right?
Now look where we are.
I have no idea where we are.
The game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that wasn't mine, and you've run it into the ground.
What?
Did you think that would be funny?
It's kind of
You
funny.
just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
Not really.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
Okay.
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Okay.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious.
I already
It would have
did
been
that.
so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
What?
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Memo.
419. 423.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Oh. What's happening? Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. Okay. Holy crap. Are those buttons? Oh my god, there's so many buttons. Oh, this is fantastic. Wow, that is really trippy. Wow, that looks weird. I can't tell if I'm spinning or not. Okay, is there anything for me to actually do here? Or are we just stuck? I think we're stuck. Okay. Well, that certainly was something else. Oh! Cool. So if we ever want to go back to that terrible place, we can in fact press the button again. But anyway, we have one more thing to do over here.
What could it mean?
Yes,
Stanley
apparently.
decided to go
God
to the
damn,
meeting.
stop talking.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Right, the memo. I think
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
you really are going to keep interrupting me, aren't you? Apparently, we can get on this desk somehow. We can't jump, so there has to be a way to get on it. But desk 434 should allow us to get out that window. How do I get on you? There has to be a way. Oh, this is good. Okay. Oh my god, here we are. Okay, fall down. Yes!
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Oh-ho.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Oh, are you sick of this gag? Yes and no. Damn. Alright, well if we only get to choose one, it looks like we have to jump out the window again. How about yes?
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like, right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate.
Right.
I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Okay.
There once was a man named Stanley.
Oh god.
Who people considered so manly.
Oh.
But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley
Okay.
liked most was buttons.
Oh.
He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function.
Wow.
Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible.
This is pretty
If
good.
you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
Oh god.
You too will become quite unbearable.
Wow. That was beautiful. Wait. Are you gonna do it again? Here we go. We got this. Alright. Let me out. Perfect. Okay.
First, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question.
Okay.
What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different?
Well, we'll
Would
see.
I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place.
Maybe.
Now, think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option?
I just did
Clearly,
that.
this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer?
It is.
How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option.
What?
Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones.
I am?
Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
Okay.
Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Wow. I have no idea what he's talking about. Okay, well, it looks like this one's over, so there is only one more thing we have to do. There is an achievement that I want. So we are going to begin the game again. And now we must go up to the boss's office.
What could it mean? Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Oh, that's new. Okay, here we are once again. Now let's see. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Let me keep pressing 8. Yes! Achievement unlocked. There we go. Let's get rid of that. Open up this. Alright, what else do we have to do? Commitment. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. That sounds fun. Go outside. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 5 years. I can definitely do that one. And unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. Well, I do believe we have finished this game, except for the final ending, which I've been holding till the end, because it is by far the simplest one, and I have no idea how I missed it. So we will go back here for the last time, and let's close the door.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait.
Yes.
Nothing will hurt me.
Nothing.
Nothing will break me.
Yes.
In here I can be happy forever.
Yes.
I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell.
I have a
But
clock.
the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
All right. Is that it? That's it. All right. Well, that'll do it for today. In fact, that'll do it for the Stanley Parable. I believe I have found every ending in one way or another, regardless of whether or not I cheated for the last couple. But I guess if they ever add any more, which they've been known to do, because this game has been out for quite a while and I think they update it fairly often, I will make sure to do another video and we will find the other endings, hopefully without cheating. But I guess next time we will start Gone Home, which is a game I got under the humble sale quite a while ago, but I just haven't had the time to play it until now. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.